Bella's truck. I actually finished this a couple days ago, but I would have done a video earlier, but last couple of days I just was not in the modeling mood. I've been trying to come in here and do a couple stuff, but basically I just came in and stared at everything, but that's just the way it is. But anyway, Bella's truck, it is finished. What I did is I shot it with a Chester's flat coat and pulled the tape off, and we are good to go. Everything should be very durable, and it should look different. See, if you put it under, my heavy lights, and then, once you get it in sunlight, it'll look different. I really couldn't weather it a whole lot. I mean, I tried to get it faded, but, not overly do it, because this thing is going to be moving, and you got to, keep that in mind. Once it could do a general lee move and plow into a tree or something, since it's an RC car. So anyway, it's very durable. Shouldn't be able to move the tarp or anything, and we are good to go on that. So I pulled everything off. Did get the license plates on, which they were custom made, and they're just on with sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape, and basically ready to go. Hopefully, I think I got all the tape off. I forgot to pull off the tape off this morning on the lights there, but anyway, hopefully I got everything off. If not, we're gonna say we did. But anyway, very fun, different and unique. So once this gets in the operating mode on the chassis, I think it'll even get a little wear on it. It will improve it even some more. But anyway, Bella's truck is done, and we'll be off the bench, and I will ship that out in a day or two, once I try to find the box big enough to put it in and get it out the door. Now, come on, my little, I'm gonna leave it. The GTX, one thing I did do is I painted the battery, but I didn't paint the little red battery cable yet, which I will do that later on. But I did paint the black top of the car. That's supposed to be shows the vinyl covering, and that's just airbrushed with Badger opaque black, which to me it's a semi-glosses, which I like real well on it. It's kind of one of my go-to blacks. But anyway, I got it painted this morning. I'm waiting for it to dry, and I'll pull that off this afternoon, the rest of the tape to cover the body. But I'm glad I didn't do anything for 2 days, because I forgot to put something on the GTX that I should have put on earlier, and I didn't do it, and I didn't think about it because I didn't read the instructions, and that is the side mirrors that go on the side of the car. I don't know why I forgot it. I don't know if I was just in a hurry and getting the body painted and everything, but anyway, that's what I get for not reading the instructions on the car. Of course, we skipped and we started doing the putting the pre-built motor in and the interior, so that's probably why I forgot. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I will decant some of the butterscotch in my little palette here, which basically means just spraying, you can see where I've done the red. Just spray your wad, get it where you can get it like a brush, and brush it on, and then I'll attach them on once I get everything painted here. It's a quick fix, but anyway, I'll do that. So I'm basically down to the rear view mirrors, and I'm down to putting on the painting the grills here, which is just going to be a wash with Mr. Detailer. One thing I got to ask here, and I'll ask this question here: the sunroof. We can have it open like so, nothing underneath it, or do I got anything handy? Well, let's pretend. Let's say this is a piece of clear styrene. I can actually, cut it out and, put a clear styrene underneath the inside of the sunroof there, so you can have like a clear piece, or I can leave it open, or, I can have a, say it's a solid piece, I can do like a partial, halfway open, or something of that nature. Just let me know in the email, and I will get it accomplished. But anyway, I'm plugging along on the GTX, so I just got a little bit more. I want to try to get the side mirrors on this weekend so I can get that accomplished. I got the wheels on, basically letting them dry, standard old model glue, and letting them set, and I'm basically done with the chassis. I did get the underneath painted all the way to the bottom there, underneath where the motor is, where it was white plastic, which I should have painted before, but I should be a-okay on that. I'll probably do a little bit of weathering just on the bottom, just to for fun. I think it'll look a lot better like that. The Crazy Horse, again, I really didn't get to do much. I did get the saucer and the neck assembly on. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm going to fill the seam, but I'm not going to do it the old standard way. There's a seam that goes all the way around the rim of the saucer. If you did it the old way, that was basically putting putty around it. I'm not going to do that. I've done that several times. This next time here, I am going to, wherever I put it, there's tulip up there, which I'm going to use tulip, and I'm just going to fill in the seam around here and get that filled up. That way I think it'll look nice, and I won't have to make it a putty job. But anyway, I got the saucer assembled, and I just got to do basically a little seam work and all that. Wiring up the secondary hole, and I'm also wiring up the nacelles, which basically just rewiring, shoving all the wires in. Going to do that on the other side of the nacelle here, and then just start wiring up. And then what my game plan is to put my telescoping brass tube inside the hole, so I can, once I get the truck gone, I can have my stand here and just start building it up on the main body, and then get everything glued, secured, and then I'm ready to do some primering and do some basic coat, because basically after you get it all assembled and a few things fixed, I'll be able to start painting. And basically it's going to be a decal job, because it's a lot of Aztec decals that I'm basically going to do 1 or 2 a day, and then we'll get it, once we get started, and just do a couple days, and before you know it, we will have it done. But anyway, trying to get that assembled. I got to still add some more parts to the Crazy Horse for the aftermarket stuff. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today so far. I should have a shed update. I may even do a Halloween one, since Halloween falls on Monday, so I may do something special on that. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are wiring up the Crazy Horse. We are painting the GTX. Finished up Bella's truck, and also had to clean the old airbrush too, because it was not spraying the black out properly. But anyway, doing that, that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.